I'm not fooling with it.
All right, settling down now, team. We've got a great show to plan, so let's keep the energy positive. Any other ideas before we wrap? All right, you two, save it for the couch. We're here. Just smile and wave.
Ain't going away. She's a devil, she's here to stay. Playing in my face now, bitch, I ain't never going nowhere.
Ooh, do you dream of me in your sleep? Wake up one night, let's hoping you don't see me creeping around your street.
I told you to stop.
You'll catch that
You never listen. Well, here we go again. We're making hamburgers shaped as hearts on a special cooking segment on my show with this fine-ass guy. I can't even pay attention. He is so damn hot. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I tried to make them get along, but they just back here fighting. You can't win, girl. Cut it out. Stop fighting like this, y'all sisters.
How do we get a body like yours? How do we get very healthy and fit, but I don't want to be muscular?
So come and see me, yeah. You know what the hell I mean. I'm not fooling with it.
Another day. It's the Neomi Talk Show. Are you ready? I'm going to jump in right quick before we start the episode, as it was almost 4 months ago that we sat down and had this interview with Marquis.
Yeah.
It was a difficult moment with you and your son, but honestly, a very successful interview.
Yeah.
Better than your first appearance.
Absolutely.
So have you and Tony talked since then?
No, he hasn't spoken to me since then. He says he won't speak to me until we sit down again on your show.
Well, I definitely have to make that happen.
Yeah.
I definitely have to have a sit down between you and him in the near future. I think it would be fun.
Me too.
So how was the twins? How were they?
Well, they're not born yet, but soon, and I'm hoping Tony will come see them.
That is a very long shot.
Yeah.
You know how Tony is.
Yeah.
He was very clear for the last time on the show. He ain't trying to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So I had your wife on now, divorced or going through a divorce, but she hasn't aired yet because she's in season 3. How's that divorce going?
Very messy.
I just have 3 questions for you. My first question is, how do you feel when seeing your son on my TV show pretty much saying that he is disappointed in you?
That didn't make me feel great at all.
Well, how did you feel when he walked off stage on this episode because of what you did?
I was quite embarrassed, but you guys have to watch the show.
Third question is, what does your new baby mama think of Tony not wanting to be a part of her life or anything to do with your new kids?
She gets it. She can relate.
Well, I'm not going to ask you anything else more because they just have to see the show, but I do want the one, you guys, Tony's voice sounds a little girly, but blame the AI. It was months ago, but they updated it. Guys, I don't know why it was happening on this episode, but it was happening so much, the more I would tell the AI to stop doing it. All my latest episodes that I'm filming currently, now we don't struggle with that as much as we used to. It was so annoying, but it seems like it's getting better, only if you were curious. Oh, and another thing, if you're watching this episode, Mimi, it's only a few more days until you come to America. I know you're nervous, but you got this, mama. I'll see you soon. Guys, I will see you next week right here on the Neomi Talk Show. I want to thank you for sitting down with me. I want to bring you back.
Sure, no problem. I would love that.
Okay, so we're going to get straight into the episode, but I'm throwing in an update episode next week. So the following week, you will get the episode. Welcome back to the Neomi show, the Neomi Talk Show. I'm sorry, look at me. Y'all still mad and pressed like a panini that I didn't do the sit down with Tony's father last week. Sorry, but not. I promise this episode, we will definitely be sitting down with his father and discussing with the both of them what went wrong, what happened. Obviously, we know what happened. He went from dad of the year to a dad with multiple girlfriends. So Tony had to lay down the law and said, I'm done with you. When I last left off with Tony, we were walking around the studio. He tried to sit down with his dad, but ultimately left the studio not speaking to him because he was just really still upset. But Tony did promise me that if the cameras was on, because you know he's about those cameras, OnlyFans, he said he has no problem sitting down and having a conversation with his daddy-o. Tony's dad was messy, though. He showed up yesterday with the third baby mama thinking that he was going to sit down and have a conversation with Tony. Tony was like, no. So Tony told my staff to go back and tell his father if he doesn't send her home, he's not sitting down with him ever in life because it's plain up disrespectful to have his third girlfriend sitting around. And I don't blame Tony. I'm like, who the hell does that? He's mad at you for this very reason, and then you bring her with you to our show. What, you thought you were going to sit down and introduce her? People be so funny. You know, that would have ended real messy, real crazy. It's like at the end of the day, the sit down was about you and your son not getting to know her. What be wrong with white people? So Tony's father said he ain't bringing her on this episode, and he better not because I will send her home myself. She has nothing to do with this conversation between him and his father. And if you ask me, I'm more familiar with the secretary than I am with this new one that he has a new family with. You know, like, I ain't trying to meet no new girl, and neither is Tony. I'm just hoping they can sit down and really get down to the bottom of what they gonna do. And then now, distant future, if they gonna make this work, We welcome to the show, y'all. I'm sorry for jumping right in, but that's my thing now. I jump right into the show. We back again with a whole new of my talk show. How y'all doing? If you're new here, I'm Neomi, and this is my talk show where I sit down with some of my guests and we talk about some of the issues. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not a therapist. Sometimes they leave the show loving me and we leave on best friend basis, and other times they leave and they can't stand me, but you know it is what it is. I keep it real, or y'all can put it on mute. But if you like that type of thing, take a seat, get your coffee, get your cookies, sip and get the tea, because I'm going to bring the drama right here on my show. You guys ready? I hope so. Did y'all enjoy last week's episode with Tony on it? I improved him. He's a new version of himself and he looks good. So how we're going to do it today is I'm going to sit down with Tony first, see how he's felt since last week, and then I'm going to let him go behind the stage. Then I'm going to bring his father out and talk to him for a bit, and then the idea is to sit them both down and try to come to an understanding. I said T-R-Y, that is the capital word, because we don't need them popping off in Egypt. I don't know nothing about no laws over here, honey, and I ain't trying to be sitting in old Egypt prison, honey, behind Tony's dad. But then, after that, we're going to sit down and we're going to try some France desserts that we were supposed to do last week, me and Tony, and then the show will be over. I also want to give a shout out to my day ones. If y'all don't know what I mean by that, I mean my fans that come back every Monday to see this amazing show. The reason I get up and do this show every day and have so much fun behind making, and this is for you guys, also for myself, because I love the dramatics, but y'all know y'all love it. So let's hope that this show gets off its feet and does what it needs to do today, because I know y'all want to see. Y'all are probably looking at me and saying, what is going on with the structure of the show? It looks so much more detailed. Yep, that season 3. I'm not trying to eat nothing, but maybe y'all are trying to see something. You know what I'm saying? So let's pull out some Egypt food that they normally eat. Just let's get a close-up of this Egypt food and see what they sat in front of us today. I ain't never had no Egypt food before. Okay, I got a personal question. They go off feeding people full tomatoes, like they don't cut it up, they don't put it in sauce, they don't blend it up, they just put a full tomato on a plate. Sausage looks really good. The rice looks really good. I think this over here in the red bowl is beans. That smells really good, but I don't care. I like to hold vegetables on a plate. Let me go ahead and taste. The sausage and sausage looks good. Okay, it tastes all right. I like it. My husband had a vacation here with his parents, his mom, and his stepdad. Even said he did parasailing over ocean water that was infested with sharks. I said he was absolutely nuts. He even told me a story that you can't even be roaming around like that in certain areas because it kind of like pirates and stuff. They try to get your stuff, and girl can't be showing skin either. Oh. Well, thank God we're in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody going to be telling me what I can wear and what I can't wear, and I'm just saying, so I'll never be going there. So yeah, supposedly my husband have gone to each 3 times, honey. Now, I don't know if it was back to back to back, but I'm like, bro... No offense to the Egypt and honey, because y'all really pretty, but my hair can't take it. I can't take the heat. Y'all see how I wear these clothes, so you know I ain't trying to change my aesthetic for nobody. Gotta be on alert while you vacation and making sure that you ate throwing somebody's van, honey throwing on the black web and told tell your family to give us this money or they'll never see you again. Sounds like one of them James Bond films, huh? But it's some real life shit, honey, that I ain't trying to look over my shoulder. I'm completely fine sitting on this couch and talking my shit, honey. I'm gonna talk to 2 different men from Egypt to give me their take on my look and how I would survive. If I was an Egypt woman living in Egypt right now, I probably would be a girl with no head. Welcome my guest to the show. Can you give him a round of applause?
Thank you.
I'm pretty. Do you think I'm pretty?
Absolutely, you're pretty. You look very nice.
Thank you. Does your country think so? I mean, can I walk around Egypt in this type of outfit?
I think people will be kind of looking at you weird and wondering why you're wearing that walking in the streets.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I see. What is the exact problem with a girl wanting to be sexy or wanting to be pretty in your country? Why would I need to cover up?
It's a respect thing for our country or religion.
Our traditions emphasize modesty and respect. It's about preserving our heritage and ensuring a respectful environment.
I see. So it's more cultural than religious.
Well, it's multifaceted. The requirement for women to cover up in Egypt is deeply rooted in interpretations of religious texts.
Well, historically, the interpretations of religious texts and societal norms have placed a greater emphasis on female modesty, which dictates the differing dress codes you see today.
What are the rules for the men? Do they need to cover up as well, or what?
Yes, especially at religious sites. Men should wear trousers and shirts covering their shoulders out of respect.
Yeah.
It's complex. It stems from ancient customs and evolving interpretations of modesty that disproportionately affected female attire over time.
What about my outfit that I'm wearing makes it very inappropriate in your country, Egypt?
Look,
In Egypt, modesty is key. An outfit like that with the low cut and feathers, it's just not appropriate for public areas outside the resort.
Yeah, no disrespect. I'm just asking questions, learning new culture. But when is it appropriate in your country for me to look like this?
It depends on the setting. For a traditional site, it's unsuitable.
Yeah.
But for a major red carpet event or the Guna Film Festival,
Well, I guess God had a plan for me, and it was to put me in a country where my mouth wasn't a problem and my choice of clothes wasn't a problem.
thank you so much for coming on my show and telling us a little bit about Egypt culture.
No problem. Thank you.
Our second guest, where he's going to be telling us about some more serious stuff. My husband told me, when you go to you guys' airports, you have so much security, like guns and knives.
These security protocols are vital for protecting passengers and stabilizing the tourism sector. In the long term,
They've implemented a multi-layered security system. You go through extensive biometric scans and multiple checkpoints right after landing, which is why it takes so long to get through customs there. The main reason for all the security when you arrive, especially on international flights, is layered defense. They are verifying the security measures taken at your departure airport.
No offense, but who needs large machetes and knives at an airport? It's almost like you guys are still living like you were Aladdin with a genie.
Well, we have a lot of historical monuments and artifacts, so we take security very seriously. You know, you're not walking into Egypt and leaving with Cleopatra's chain.
Okay, so what if I said that Cleopatra was my cousin or my sister from a different month, and that's why I'm leaving with the chain? Would that make sense?
No.
How is your country with dealing with gay rights and equal equality between the LGBTTG community?
There isn't a recognized gay community in Egypt because the laws prohibit it. Actions are criminalized based on interpretations of morality and public decency statutes.
Yeah.
In Egypt, the idea of a gay community conflicts with deeply rooted cultural traditions and religious laws.
You know what I think about that? Love is love. You know, people have to really stop controlling who loves who and what. It's just weird. You know, I don't.
Well, in our country, it's a really big thing. We take religion very seriously, and we just don't see it the way regular countries see it. It's sad, but it's true.
You know what I say about that as well is that you're not getting in the bed and holding hands with your brother, your mother, your sister, or your uncle, so it shouldn't matter. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or stepping on anybody's toes, but it's just really weird knowing that your family is so heavily involved in who they marry or date.
We also think it's very weird what America does on certain things and certain people. So
It's a mixed bag for all of us.
Yeah.
Yours is a bigger bag. I got one more question, Zaire, and then we have to go to commercial. If your country is so strict, Egypt, why do you have so many pirates that kidnap tourists?
the primary reason, Naomi, is target tourists specifically because of the perceived high ransom value and the media attention it generates.
So it's mostly about the money. You think they would learn their lesson after that movie with the genie where they cut their hands off in Egypt if people still exist to the thing?
Yes, it's still a thing.
Egypt is still Egypt. Okay, thank you, Zaire, for coming to the show. We're gonna go to commercial, and when we come back, we'll be sitting with Tony.
We're only going to commercial, but we'll be right back to the Naomi Talk Show, so come back with us.
Yeah.
And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks, boo.
If you like the channel or the program that you're watching, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button below. Thanks, honey. Oh wait, a commercial already started. Oh God, I think it's the late night commercial. Well, y'all should already know I'm your late night girl.
This show, it's a really cool show. It's very dark and grungy, but also witty. It has a couple of iconic villains in it, like Sand, who's a man, and some other iconic villains from the comic books, which I think fans are going to love and enjoy.
Why Amazon? Why not like Disney Plus or Netflix or something like that in between?
Amazon decided on us. Well, Sony Studios still kind of owns the rights of everything with spiders.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like
how
a
many of
gray
them did he
area where it
actually
landed
do?
into
He said he would fix groceries, that didn't happen. Gas prices, that didn't happen. What did he actually do? He told y'all on the campaign he was going to end the war in a week. Yeah. Well, it's been what, almost 2 years? Yeah. Now y'all can't get your tickets back, nor can you get your vote. Go ahead and say it. I know you want to say it. Go ahead and say it, girl. Tell them you told them something. I don't want to throw things in people's face and make them feel like I was right, but I absolutely was right, and he's showing it every day. Oh, it's quite embarrassing to be caught right in the White House sleeping on camera almost every day. I absolutely didn't want this for anyone. You know, a lot of people say that I would do this and I would do the gym, and you got that body right, and then you wanted to flex it. You know what I'm saying? And they do it different in Korea than we do it here. You know, if you come over here flexing, we live for it, honey. We like, how much more are you gonna flex? Can we see more? But over there, they will crucify you, honey. They will be like, no, he's doing too much. That's so inappropriate. Gotta lighten up over there in Korea, honey. Less is more. Well, that's what we believe over here in America. You really know how to move that body you're being in your videos, just moving that body in all the right positions for the camera.
Yeah.
Just moving something like this,
you know, something like that. But you know what I say? What comes around goes around, and things started to show its ugly head. Just like you said, first it was Color Purple. Who needed a part 2 of that? And then, you know, things started coming out from that movie that the conditions on the Color Purple was not great. It wasn't top tier for celebrities. They wasn't paid well either, allegedly. Taraji came out publicly feeling kind of the same way. She didn't say it like you said it, where it was like pretty much I'll smack a bitch. No, it was a statement you made a couple of years ago about you and your co-star on the Parkers not being paid restitution. I hope I'm saying that right for the show airing on networks, which I think is a damn mess. Also, if you didn't hear, James Van from Dawson's Creek also said he wasn't paid really well.
So I can kind of see, you know, where some people kind of think like, what the hell is going on? You know, like, is it rigged? All I know is I did an amazing job. I did what I could do. I raised what I could raise in this campaign, you know, so it was a damn shock. And I think I could have been a better candidate for California, better than the other two. I'm 99% sure of that part, but that's not what the people wanted according to the votes. They wanted someone else.
Okay, so my next one. Oh, there you are. Well, my show's every Saturday. Don't miss out. Your favorite celebrity might be right here on my show. See you there. Bye.
Get into the office immediately.
Okay, Captain. What the hell am I using this gun for? Who wants a piece of me?
This next mission is top tier. You screw this up, you will never see a mission again in your lives. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Get it done. Mission starts now.
This is too easy.
Does anyone want to try a gun?
Absolutely.
I didn't mean in this quarters.
Oops, sorry.
I know you heard the whisper.
What about me?
What about you?
Hey, that's not fair.
Life's not fair.
When you do, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Cause you know, bitch, I'm ahead on me. You know you all about that green, so come and see me.
Hey, let's see what you got.
You know what the hell I mean.
Whoa, slow down. Wait, where'd you go?
You need to be faster than that. This is really good. It could be a lot warmer, but it's really good.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? You are really heavy. Aren't you supposed to be a superhero?
Weight shouldn't be a problem.
Do you want me to drop you?
You wouldn't dare.
I'll handle these 5.
Look at you walking up the streets with your head.
I got this one!
This one is so cool.
Now I'm gonna finish it. I told you when I see you.
No! Don't hit that button!
I'm gonna knock that job. And trust me,
What are we watching?
Of course, my movie on YouTube, Naomi Who. Do you not see my billboard? That's me. I'm on the wall. I look great, right?
Why am I not on the poster? I'm also in the movie.
But you're not the lead. I'm the lead.
That's not fair.
It's out July 31st. I'll see you soon, guys. See my movie on YouTube. The judge is here and the show's about to start. I don't think y'all can handle me. I'm too cute for TV.
Welcome to What's Up Mamas? This is a show coming soon to Neomi TV. Hey guys, this is our daytime show premiering next year, 2027, called What's Up Mamas? It's for the mamas out there. My name is Semi. I'm Mimi, and we are the host of What's Up Mama. We were here representing all the moms because we are mothers and we care about other mothers. Our show is coming out next year, 2027, and it's going to debut on Thursdays morning, of course.
I'm a mother of 6 kids, so I can represent mothers. Truly, I've been through a lot raising mine.
I only have one, and that's all I need. The new show is called The New Talk. We're here to talk with women over 60, so we know and we're pretty. My daughter is Naomi from Late Night with Naomi and the Naomi Talk Show. My son is from Jay from the news and also his game show.
My daughter gave me the show because she thinks I talk too much and I worry too much, so she said, share it with the world.
My son said I'm too boring. Of course, me and her, my co-host, are close with family because our children are married together. Naomi and Jay own Naomi TV, so we're family, and they gave us the show, so thank you.
I'm from America, but I won't tell you where because I'm a scary Mary. I'm very scary.
I'm from the Netherlands. I'm Dutch, born and raised. Ja, dus voor al mijn Nederlandse mensen, kijk alsjeblieft naar de show volgend najaar. Ik zal jullie en Amerika vertegenwoordigen. There is.
We promise you we'll be good as old women, respectful, kind, and polite.
Right.
Not too comical. We'll leave that to the professionals
Like Naomi, but we'll bring the mother way of seeing things here on What's Up Mama. See you next fall. Bye, guys. We're back from commercial and we're sitting with Tony. You just saw a commercial trailer of my new show that I write and direct starring my mother. The show is called What's Up Mamas.
Yeah.
It's women in their 50s and 60s speaking for women in the age range of 40s or 30s. They also do 50s and 60s and older, and they're just pretty much covering what my mom and Jurgen's mother complains about every day that we hear but we don't listen to. So pretty much that type of stuff. We tell them to clean the garage, call their grandmother. It goes right in one ear and out the other. They just don't listen to a word we say. And honestly, these kids today with their phones, we used to actually go outside. And the music, don't even get me started on the music.
Right, it's just noise.
I created a show starring my mother and my husband's mother because I feel like with my show, I deliver to the younger demographic and sometimes older. And that's what matters most, giving them a true understanding of how they're feeling. I think we can really deliver for that audience.
You don't want to know how many times my mom would come downstairs to my house and go, not going outside. The world is crazy. They're going to kidnap me and throw me in a car. So instead of telling me, she might as well tell the world how she's feeling. Because some people might feel the same way. I'm about to die. I'm not worried about going out at the house. I'll fight. Yeah. And then on the other hand, Jay's mom is completely different where she stays in the house. And according to Jay, she's talking to our plates, dishes, constant teddy bears, you know, so you never know. And last but not least, playing Where is Waldo with her husband, Hank, which annoys the hell out of them. No, Hank, I'm not outing you. I'm just saying that's what your eyeballs said when you went outside and she followed you. And then your eyeballs went in one direction, she went in the other. The most annoying thing ever. I cannot find him anywhere.
It's impossible. We spent 3 hours looking for that guy.
And they might have the exact same age range that has the same problems. I'm like to my mother, you on TikTok hopping around when you have so much more to offer. So I'm going to do just that. And I told her, like, everybody does the same thing on TikTok. Yeah. Everybody does the same thing on streaming. And you have to be original in this game to stand out in the street. Yeah. But you try to tell her that, and you know, it flies over the cuckoo nest. You know what I'm saying? She understands it, but not really. So that's why I need a TV show so they can fly with a cuckoo nest. Yeah. Also, thanks to me, I'm about to put your wife to work. She got some studying to do because I'm not going to be doing this show all by myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, sis? So get to work. My mother and Jay's mother can relate, so they got to do their homework. Can I get an amen? Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but you telling me that you scared to go outside because the world is crazy. What is that gonna do?
I'm confused.
But then 10 minutes later, you're hopping up and down and making silly videos that only get a few views when you could be sitting yourself down, looking good, and telling other mothers how you feel. I told her it's 10 to 15 times already. She looks at me like I got 13 heads. Right. So maybe me explaining this on my talk show will make better sense to her, or her seeing her show will make more sense. Because both of them don't know about the show yet, but oops, you know now. So congratulations. Get your pencils and papers down and start writing down all of those emotions that go through your head. My mother says that I'm always so overcritical of her videos, and I tell her I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, this is what I do. I'm the James Cameron of this game when it comes to my family. Yeah. So I'm very good at creating. Yeah. I'm very proud of this project, and I think it will do well, but they gotta put their personalities into their characters. I can see both of them talking about either drones or teddy bears, and I'm like, okay, it's cute for maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but you need to talk about the real stuff in the world. Yeah. A stuffed animal with cotton inside, it's great, but it's not gonna change a nation, and it's not gonna make another 60-year-old woman wanna come back next week. But I'm sure you have your teddy bear lovers. Yeah. I'm sure one segment a year is good for the show, but trying to put into each segment, it's not gonna happen, Mimi.
It's not gonna happen.
Angela, try another director, but I'm not that girl. Yeah. So anyways, that's what's up, Mamas in a Box. That's what the show is gonna be offering. I will be directing, but they're gonna be doing their own writing, so get ready for the show. It'll be premiering this fall, meaning maybe September or October. I'll update you when we know more. So Tony, how are you feeling right now that we're gonna be sitting down with your dad in a couple of minutes?
Well, I'm a bit nervous. Yesterday was crazy, being that he had his third mistress here, so I'm a little annoyed.
When I heard that he had brought her, I was very, very, very upset because it's like, why did you come here in the first place when you said you didn't want to come and then you invite yourself, but you're not alone? This is kind of what I was saying to you guys last week, is that he wanted to go to rehab. I brought him there, and then 5 minutes later, he checks itself out. I just don't have time for that in my life.
To be honest, my main concern right now is my mother and making sure that she is okay. I don't care about my father's shenanigans. I don't care about any of that. He's a dirtbag.
You know he's wrong. He told me he was wrong. I just don't understand why he keeps building more and more against himself, especially on TV. It's ridiculous. He was going to
sit her out here with us? Sometimes I ask myself how bright he really is, and let's hope I don't take after him, because that's really stupid to see your third mistress on a stage knowing you're going to divorce court soon.
It's almost like he wants me to kind of understand his reality that is his real reality that has nothing to do with me or my way of living. I'm not accepting his kids. I'm not accepting any of that.
Listen, I really feel bad for bringing my mom on this show. If I would have known he was going to come on weeks after and do that, I would have just told her at home. I wouldn't have brought her on the show. But knowing that he brought her on the show, knowing that he was going to do that, now I feel ashamed because my mom had to deal with this 2 times in a row, back to back to back. I'm not that kind of person.
I've been making it up to her, apologizing, making breakfast. I'm not that great at cooking. I burn everything.
Why is it with all the pretty guys? They never know how to cook. First Daniel, now it's you who always burn things in the kitchen. Y'all need to learn how to cook.
I don't know. My mom always had a butler or some type of help inside of our mansion, so I never needed to know how to cook. And that's the difference. Yeah.
What exactly do you think sitting down is going to change today on this stage between you and your father?
I honestly don't think much is going to change between me and my father because we have 2 different ways of looking at this, and we're not meeting in the middle.
Listen, when you called me and said you wanted an update, so that's what I came for. If I knew it was a sit-down for him, I probably wouldn't have came. I told you yesterday backstage I was only doing this for you.
Yeah.
I have no reason to speak to my father right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I completely understand. So I'm going to sit down with your dad and I'm going to see what he's talking about. And like I said last week, if you like it, we can both sit down, all 3 of us.
Yeah.
After we come back from this commercial, the short commercial, we'll be sitting down with Tony's father and having a very interesting conversation. We'll be back after these commercials.
Hey guys, this is Jay from the Morning News, and I'm here to tell you what we bring with the news. So first of all, we bring the news.
Another deadly ICE shooting in Houston this week. A Mexican man who had been living in the U.S. for decades got shot because he looked like the person they were looking for. A wild black bear in Anchorage, Alaska, shocked shoppers by casually wandering inside a busy mall to steal a fresh peach.
Oh my gosh, look at that! Is that a real bear?
A high school junior in Topeka, Kansas, convinced the driver of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile to give his group a ride to prom.
Next stop, prom!
Woohoo! This is the coolest ride there is.
From the news, we go to the weather with the Weather Girl to get the latest weather reports for you guys.
Hey guys, it's me, Mimi, the Weather Girl, here to bring you all the weather. Like a severe storm system slammed into Chile. Over 125 million Americans across the U.S. and Canada are facing air quality alerts as thick smoke from Canadian wildfires drifts into some major cities.
Then from the weather, we go to the latest sports all around the world. The coach of England's soccer team announced he will remain with the England national team to lead them into Euro 2028, despite their semi-final exit. I am here today to confirm that I will remain as the head coach of England. I will lead the team into Euro 2028, no matter what. Stage 13 of the Tour de France wrapped up with GC contenders trading blows as the race entered its final stretch. All the news will be on a weekly basis every Wednesday, and that will be all the news from all around the world every Wednesday. So if you like the news how I bring it, come and check it out, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay up to date and get the latest news.
But you cannot leave me here alone! Cut! Great job, Mimi!
Oh, mine! Oh, what a beautiful day to show my love in every way. To be a wife you will find. What a beautiful day like this to fill the home with tender bliss. I love my husband dear. A beautiful day to show my love, to be the perfect wife for you. Beautiful day to say I love you more and more each day, to be a perfect wife for you. Oh, love is such a wondrous thing. To my dear husband I will cling, to love and to cherish each day, to be a good wife come what may.
I think you're gonna have to pay for that.
Thank you for giving me a ride home. I don't think I could have put this all on my bike.
You think?
Well, I felt bad, so I had to buy the whole entire store pretty much.
Look, cousin, I know you don't want to hear this, but the guy doesn't have a clue to save his ass. He's not that bright. You say all he loves is soccer and his parents. Why are you still making this work? You should just break this off now, before it becomes exhausting. I mean, look at you. You're sitting here in this bar pouting. You know I hate when you pout. It's just one of those guys that will never get it.
Okay, cousin, I'll see you later.
Get out of the street, cousin!
You.
And you.
What are you staring at?
I can ask you the same thing.
I asked you first. Oh, your dad let you out of the house? Oh, that's great. You're not in timeout. Timeout. Good for you, Pete.
First of all, I'm a grown man. I'm over the age of 20, so don't be sarcastic, and I keep telling you I'm not afraid of him.
Sure.
I don't know if this is like some type of prank. Every time I see you, you're always talking about me being terrified of my own father. It's not funny.
Oh dear, that must be him now. Honey, I'm sorry, I thought you were my husband. This is the Vanatten residence. Am I speaking with, I'm so sorry, but my husband is not home right now, he's at work. He'll be home later after 5, you can call then. Okay? Thank you, have a great day. That was strange. You're late again. Why are you late tonight?
Oh, I got caught up at work.
You mean you got caught up with your father?
Don't start. I'm just trying to have a great meal tonight.
You know, honey, you have to start making me a priority in your life. I feel like I'm the last person you take serious in this relationship.
Listen, that's violent.
First thing you think about when you wake up is your parents or your job or soccer. That's not fair to me. When I wake up, I think about you. I make your lunch, I make sure you're leaving the house with your brains attached.
Why do you always do this? Why do you always try to make me feel like I'm the villain? Because I love my parents?
You are the villain! Because you don't treat me the same.
That's not true. I'm not gonna argue with you all the time about this. We're already married, you should just go ahead and accept it.
I will never accept it!
What's wrong, son? Was it another fight between you and her?
Yes. She doesn't understand that you guys are older and that I need to take care of you, regardless if she likes it or not.
I'm so proud of you, son. You remind me of my own father. I'm very proud of you, son. But I don't think she's the woman for you.
In fact, you tell me that all the time.
Son, you have to fix the sink! Look at it, looks like a sprinkler went off in here.
I wonder lost too.
I'm sitting down right now with Tony's dad. Fine, baby. Tony's dad, but you a bad guy.
You know that, right, if you say so.
You're gonna get brand new honey. You've been on this show before, and we know you act active. I told you were like a choo-choo train, honey. Everybody gets the turn.
That's absolutely not true. It was just really circumstances in this situation. And I'm truly sorry to my son and my ex-wife, soon-to-be ex-wife.
Yeah.
I really wasn't trying to hurt anybody. I wasn't thinking. My actions sometimes are very random, and I do shit that I ain't supposed to do, but I do it anyway because I want to.
Yeah.
And our marriage has been on the rocks for many years, you know, and I didn't know what to do. Definitely not going to say it was all her. It was definitely 99% me.
Right.
I can take the fault on that because I was out with other women instead of making our marriage work.
Do you understand some of the concerns Tony had on stage when he was on stage, which he was saying about you, like how you brought your girlfriend?
I absolutely understand where he's coming from. I didn't intensely bring her.
Yeah.
We were just traveling together.
Yeah.
I didn't want her sitting at the hotel.
Right. He feels like you brought your baby mama to the show, knowing that you and him were on the rocks, and he feels like it was disrespectful. Do you see how he feels?
But Tony has to also understand that me and his mom is moving on. We're getting a divorce, and this is going to be our life now. I have twins with this third woman, and I plan on marrying her and being a family because I'm not the type of guy to abandon her. And I heard him saying on the stage that he doesn't, you know, look at them as his sister or brother, and I feel that unfair. You know, they didn't have anything to do with this.
But you know, that's kind of contradictory because you're saying you're going to take care of a woman, but you did not take care of the woman you were married to. I mean, you're telling us that you're not that type of guy, but you was that type of guy to your first wife, and she was good to you. He took care of you. I do have to say it's a bit of contradictory here of you trying to be like this upstanding guy, but you just broke up your family and started a new one.
I understand what you're saying, but y'all are not understanding that me and my wife wasn't what Tony thought we were. We were barely sleeping in the same room.
I understand I'm the bad guy.
I get that. And I am the bad guy. But at the end of the day, I can't change the fact that we wasn't together, but we were living together.
Yeah.
Tony knows I love his mom. Tony knows I love him. I would never do anything to hurt them. I do have some habits that I need to fix.
Yeah.
Yes, he took me to rehab.
Yes.
I appreciate that. But when I got to rehab, I felt like it wasn't for me. It was a rehab that didn't have anything to do with my addiction. I know he's mad at me for that. I heard it backstage. I know he's upset at the way that I came on the show and told his mother. I'm sorry about those parts. I know I said this before, but me and his mom met each other so young. We were high school sweethearts. Yes, she's rich. I'm not, but I'm human and I want love.
Right.
And when you're with someone who reminds you, you don't have money, you're not rich, they're throwing that in your face 24/7, it becomes depressing,
Right.
She told me 100 times a day that I ruined businesses and I bankrupt a few in debt. Her father had to buy him back, and then I'm just not a good businessman.
So that would lead to me drinking and doing stupid stuff. And then it started with my secretary. I was with her for about 9 months.
Yes.
She did ask me, we were together.
I said no 1 billion times because I didn't want to hurt her and I didn't want to hurt my son, and I physically thought I could be done with the secretary.
I just want Tony to know that I'm not the worst guy in the world. I got your call a few weeks ago and I denied it and said I didn't want to come because I thought I did enough damage.
I didn't want Tony upset at anything else that I might have done on the show, but then when I got to thinking he was going to be here, I was like, I'll show up.
Yeah.
He hasn't been picking up my phone calls. He hasn't been talking to me. I showed up a few times to get my stuff. He wasn't there or he stayed in his room. I just want to talk to him. I'm not trying to start a new family and lose my son in the process. That's not what I want.
Yeah.
I want him to be a part of my new family. I don't want to lose our relationship.
Right.
You heard what he said on this stage about that. He said he was not comfortable with starting a new family or being part of, your new creation. And I don't blame him. A lot of people feel that way. Like if the parents are separated and they start new families, they don't see that as family. Unlike what the scientists say and biology think, a lot of people feel like if you're raised with your mother 100% of the time, then that's the family. From my impressions of talking to him last night, I don't think it's anger or out of anger. I think it's a simple fact that, he's older and he's settled. Tony's in his 20s. He's not waking up one day and saying, oh, I want a brother and a sister. Maybe at 9 or 10, but not in the age of 20. So you got to consider that you can't just grab up Tony and say, hey, let's beat the Brady Bunches. Those came with many episodes of drama. So your life might be simple for you, because you're older and you know that your marriage wasn't going to work. That's you and your wife who know that, but not Tony. So I kind of want to keep that in mind that, the forefront, if he going to come out and sit down and talk to you, that you can't just throw it out of his face. He might not be comfortable. You're looking at it like, oh, you have a new brother, you have a new sister. He's looking at it like the mystery woman who broke up his family. So it's two different ways of seeing it.
I completely understand what you're saying and I know what you mean, and I'm not going to push the issue because it makes sense. He didn't sign up for this. I did. The only thing that I honestly want to do today is sit down with my son and tell him that I love him and that I'm sorry and then I want to mend what is broken. That's all. I want him to know that I understand that I embarrassed him and I embarrassed his mom, but I want to apologize to him for that very reason. She didn't deserve the public embarrassment and he didn't either, even though he did exactly the same thing I did with his whole OnlyFans situation.
You do know, Marquis, that is not the same thing. Though you cheated on your wife, he chose a career that someone might like, some might not care for. Oh, that is not the same thing, and that is completely something different. It's his career. You don't have to like it. His mom doesn't have to like it, but it's his choice. I'm pretty sure my mom didn't like a lot of things that I've done in the past, but I was grown by then. I was over the age of 18. I made my own decision. Hold on 1 second, Mark. I'm going to pull up my walkie-talkie and speak into it. 1 second. Can you see if Tony wants to come up on the stage, please?
Thank you. Tony said he's okay with coming on stage. He's making his way out.
Okay, I'll let his dad know. Thank you. You did hear that now, didn't you? Your son is on his way. You must have said some nice things he likes. He's coming out.
Thank you, Naomi. I really appreciate it.
Now, just make sure you don't say nothing stupid, and please do not mention your new family because that will set him off. Let's stay to the script.
Absolutely, I'll stay to the script.
Yeah. Welcome to the stage, Tony. We finally getting to sit down. Everybody was waiting for.
Now, Tony, did you hear all the nice things that your dad said while you were sitting backstage?
Yeah, I did, and I appreciate it.
I do.
But the only thing I did not like is he tried to reflect about my OnlyFans situation. That has nothing to do with him cheating on my mother. Why are you bringing that up?
I only brought it up because I was trying to make a point, son, that we all make mistakes.
Are you saying I'm making mistakes?
You keep talking about my OnlyFans being a mistake, and if you feel that way, that's your business.
Right.
It's not a mistake to me. Son, I'm not on the stage to argue.
I didn't come here to argue. I don't care about what you're doing. I just wanted to come to apologize to you. I knew you were going to be on a show, and I just want to do that. That's it. I don't want to fight.
I just want us to be back on talking terms again, even if I have to work my trust back into your life as your father.
I get that, I respect that, but you have a lot of making up to do, not only to me, but to my mother. My mother is hurt, and she's embarrassed.
Yeah.
My mom hasn't stepped out of the house in weeks. She's been sick, and it's not all because of you, but it's the embarrassment behind it that you don't understand. And now, months later, you're on Naomi's show telling me you're sorry you wasn't. Sorry when you decided to put that Instagram picture up of your baby mama. Go on Instagram taking pictures and vacation spots with your new girlfriend and your new family. You're walking around town with your new family. You wasn't sorry when you brought her to the show knowing that I was going to be here. And so which one is it? Because I feel like I'm being played for a fool. It was fun games when it was on your expense, but your family wasn't at the top of your mind. What you did wasn't at the top of your mind. Why are you here trying to apologize months later? I feel like right now, I don't want an apology. I don't want to be bothered with you right now. I want my mom to just divorce you and we'd be done with you officially, and you're just embarrassing. What are you trying to make amends with me so I can pull you off some cheddar when my mom decides to take everything from you for cheating on her 3 different times? I don't know what game you're playing.
Like I said earlier, I'm apologizing to you. I don't know what more you want me to say. I didn't mean that say anything about the OnlyFans. I apologize if that pissed you off. I'm sorry about that too. I know I embarrassed you. I know I embarrassed your mother. I can't change that. I can't take it back. I can't go back in the future and make it go away. That's why I'm here.
I'm trying to make things right. I'm trying to be a great father. You think I don't know that I hurt you? I don't want to hurt my only son. I'm not an asshole. I'm not trying to be one, but you make me feel that way. I went to rehab for you because I care about you and I want to be a good dad. But when I saw that you didn't care in the Leaf, that's why I checked out. It's like, why am I here if he doesn't care about me?
I'm sorry, son. You got to know I'm sorry. I just want to spend some quality time with my son. That's it.
You're gaslighting. That's what you're doing.
You're gaslighting me, Dad. I don't like that, trying to get sympathy. If it was one woman, fine. It was 3 different women, bro. What are you talking about?
I get you. I hear what you're saying. I understand it. But it's almost like you're forcing that down my throat to have to forgive you.
I know, son, I'm so embarrassed. You don't understand how embarrassed I am as your father.
I know that, but it's hard for me.
I brought you to rehab weeks after I found out, so don't make me look like I'm the bad guy.
I'm not, son. I'm not. I just want us to be a family.
Family. Me, you, and Mom was a family. So what are you trying to say?
I mean, your mom, me, our new family doesn't really matter, son.
It does matter because I'm not going to be a family to one of your mistresses. I already said this to you. Why are you not understand?
Oh, calm down, son. I'm not trying to make you upset.
I literally told you, Marquis, not to bring that up.
Yeah.
That was a sensitive topic for Tony. You know this, so why would you do that?
I am so done with this. You are unbelievable. I'm leaving.
Oh my goodness, what is happening? Tony is on his way back. Can you just sit him down until I'm done talking to his father, please? I don't want him leaving the building upset at me. And sit him down, please.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, can you believe that? I literally told you do not bring that up. Why did you bring it up when I told you it would have pissed him off?
I don't know what I was thinking. I'm so sorry.
If you came here to fix it and you know that was the thing that would take him off, why would you do something like that? You just fucked it up even more.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I said it. I don't know. I just know I want all of us to be connected. I don't want my new kids to not know their brother.
It's not for you to decide. That is for Tony to decide. That's what he wants. I explained that to you in detail, Marquis.
Don't be mad. I'm sorry, Naomi.
I brought you on. I really liked you. I brought Tony on. I really liked Tony, but what y'all did to his mom, especially, you wasn't right.
Yes, I brought both of y'all on the show knowing exactly what you were doing, and I'll take my part and this as well, but you're not gonna play in my face and you're not gonna play in his. This is not 7 fucking heaven. You didn't build your family outside of a marriage. You were in a marriage. Understand it, make it make sense. You cheated on his mother while being married to her. And then you turn around, you get on this stage and you tell your son who watched all this unfold that I want a family with all of you. Get the hell out of here. There is no fairy tale. You're looking for a fairy tale, Marquis. You're not getting one. I'm done with this. We had an off word and you broke that. I'm very upset.
Marquis is off the stage. Can you let Tony know that he can come back on the stage so we can talk this out, please?
Thank you.
Is he coming or what? Hello, do they know? I'm doing a live show. Hello, hello? Hello, it's Tony coming or not? I don't know what's going on, guys. Sorry about this. Tony, I'm so sorry. I know your father didn't mean to agitate you, and that's up to you if you want to mend a relationship.
I got what he was coming from.
Yeah,
I
okay.
got where you were coming from. I understood the both of you, but sometimes life just needs a little healing. I do want to thank you for letting me tell your story on the stage, because I know for your age, this must be embarrassing for you, but I'm here to tell you it's every day, all day.
Yeah.
When we come back, we're going to be trying some Paris desserts right here on the Naomi Show. And you know, desserts make everyone feel better. So we're going to be trying all different desserts.
You know what she said when shit hit the fan? She said, let them eat cake. That wouldn't have been me. I'd rather die, but let me eat this cake. It looks so delicious.
This cake was bomb.com, honey.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll be right back after these very short commercials.
Are you looking for a really fun game? With Fridays, every 3 Fridays of the month, you can look forward to me in my game show. Name the capital of the Czech Republic. Go ahead, Anja.
Prague.
That is correct. You're right. I'm acting out something you might do to clean up. What is it?
Yes, sweeping the floor.
You're right. For 500 points, what is the largest mammal on Earth?
The blue whale.
That is absolutely correct. You're right. Does anyone know what Naomi hates the most on her show when it comes down to wearing certain items?
She hates cardigans.
Does anyone know what we're doing right now at this very moment? We're making a commercial for Naomi TV. Watch it Friday.
So ironic, I heard you had a new movie coming out. Yeah, we have a movie. It's going to be out September 25th, of course, on Naomi TV right here on YouTube. Y'all should definitely watch. We're freaking hot.
Supongo que nunca lo sabemos. Nunca tendrás mi confianza. El corazón lo sabe. Es tan inaudito.
Yeah, the movie is pretty much about the story of La Tulip, but then we invade the movie. It should have been about us the whole time. You know, me and my brother, two hearts. We're the main show, I promise you. And we got the looks.
Mixtape Dream Machine might be over until Christmas, but come in September, I promise my channel, y'all would meet my group, La Tulip, and they ain't alone, boo. Why have one set of twins when you can have 3 set of twins, honey? And who said they got along? Does any pop boy band ever get along? So here's a sneak peek look at a trailer of my movie coming this September 25th. That will be a Friday. This movie will premiere, and y'all are gonna love every bit of it. It's an hour film. Get ready, y'all. This movie did not come to disappoint, honey.
The movie was about us, but we had to share with these dirtbags. But we still stole the show. I mean, look at us. Did we do something to offend you? No, it's just a bit weird. We just got off stage, we're tired, annoyed, and then we have to bump into you. We're about to go on stage just like you and kill it. Naomi just wanted us to fit in here until you got here and do a meet and greet so you know who we are and we know who you are. Yeah, now we know each other. Peace.
Don't be disrespectful to them. They came so far from Korea, okay? Just like y'all came from the Netherlands. Don't play in my face, you hear me? Leave them alone. Be respectful. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Tonight, we're taking over. We are the kings of this city. Yeah, we'll light it up. Let's go.
Ha mostrado, ya no hay sombras oscuras. Desdobla, el pesadilla está aquí. No me quedaré atascado, ni yo me venderé sobre las
You just heard La Tulip on this very stage. Now here's my second group that will blow your mind. Welcome to the stage, Two Hearts.
너의 눈빛, 나의 마음, 영원히 함께해. 사랑해. Como si estuviera guiando, intentando que entiendas que no estoy bromeando.
They're over there fighting again, bro. Don't worry about them.
Escribido, esto es mi cita, ahora escucha. Ya dije, dejemos de bromear. Vamos a
We are flying high above the crowd tonight. You have to stand on this platform. It will rise above the stage where y'all will be in the center of the stage. So come stand right here. Okay, cool. We heard you on that late night show talking crap about us. You don't even know us, bro. You're too freaking old to be talking about us. We're 20 years old. Who do you think you are, bro? Back off. If I was you, I would stay out of our way. You might be older, but I'll knock you out, bro.
We are rocking upside down, scream it out loud to the crowd. Feel the power. We are the masters of the sky. Your love is beautiful, it is so beautiful. Girl, it's all about you, forever in love. Yeah, baby.
I managed two groups, Latulip and Two Hearts. They were fighting with each other. I said, y'all better get your shit together.
I will always be by your side. Everything I do is for you.
Get out of the way, it's my turn to shower. You're a damn hog. We're running out of time. I just need 2 more minutes, bro. Chill.
You're really going in with the towel? Shut up, it's hot. Not anymore. We might be the villain of this movie, but villains do have more fun. You guys? You guys coming in? This is my spot.
Get out of our way!
You're finished! You're going down! Our movie is September 25. Are you coming? Lord, I hope so.
Tony, look at all of these desserts that we have on the table. They look so darn delicious. Now, I think I had about 3 of them in real life. But at least 5 of them I would not eat. I don't really like fruits on my cake, sorry. It's not my thing. And I don't like macaroons either. I don't want to care for it.
It's a pretty color, though. Oh, I love fruits on cake, bro. You don't know what you're missing. It makes the cake really fruity and tasty.
You're rich, and they serve this all the time at those little rich parties. It'd be like tables full of this stuff. But unlike me, so how do you feel about what happened today? Do you think later on you and your dad will talk?
I don't know, time will tell, but for right now, I don't think he completely gets what I was saying today, or what you were saying today. He just doesn't get it.
I truly feel bad for him, kind of, because I know he wanted to have a relationship with you now, that not forcing you to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying, I feel bad.
My father is like a letdown right now. It's a tough spot for me because my dad was always good to me growing up, but he didn't even apologize to my mom.
No.
I mean, when my dad was talking on the show, I mean, I believed everything he was saying. It's just like, he wants to keep this narrative going about his mistress.
I literally said to your dad before he came out, I'm like, that's something that Tony doesn't want to talk about, so make sure that you don't bring it up. And he literally brought it up, so I yelled at him. That is literally the least of your problems and his problems. Like, why are you coming on a talk show talking about, we want to be family to who? Like, get out of here with that.
Bro, I told my father 100 times when we were driving 2 hours to that rehab, I don't want to talk about that woman. We're not going to be in the same room ever. I don't understand what my father doesn't get. Like, he's so obsessed with her because she brought kids into the world.
Congratulations. So did my mom. And look at where that went.
I tried to build outside of my family, so it's my mom and then it's my dad, but the way he's been going on.
It's making it hard. I'm not coming to Christmas over her house, bro. It's still nasty.
Yep.
Yep.
Hand me one.
Yep.
Delicious. I love those.
You should try that whipped cream pie over there with the strawberries, because I'm not eating it.
Why don't you eat one of those pieces of the tower next to you?
Oh, yeah, let me try one of these. Not bad, a bit dry. Why don't you eat that thing that's in front of you with the chocolate piece on top? Won't you eat that?
For sure, I'll eat it.
I'll try this fruit thing next to me. I'm not gonna like it because I really don't like fruit, but I'll try it just for the show. I don't like it. I'm thirsty. All of the dessert is making me dry. I had so much fun these past 2 episodes with you, Tony.
Yeah.
You've been a blast. I think the audience is going to really love it. I think the view is going to love it even more.
Yeah.
You're a really down-to-earth person, Tony. I had fun when we first met, and we're still going to have fun.
Absolutely. It's been a blast coming here. I'll be back again.
How are we ever going to know if your father and your dad are talking again?
Yeah, that's why I have to come back on a show. I'm not talking to him until I do.
So next week, we're going to bring on another guest to my show, and it's almost the same situation as Tony's dad, Marquis. He's dating 2 women, but they don't know about it. So that's going to be absolutely fun filming that. And then the next week after that, we have this crazy social media streamer who's nuts about his appearance and his look. I think his name is Caligula.
Oh yeah, Caligula Bro is on Kick. He is nuts 3000 he's talking about. Muscle maxing, body maxing, beauty maxing, whatever the hell that is.
Can you walk me backstage, Tony? I will see you next week. All new, the Neomi Talk Show.
Gotta go.
Gotta walk him into the van. You should come the week after and sit in the audience when Caligula is on, since you know him.
Absolutely. That's going to be hilarious.